So Martin, guaranteed 8 times return in 12 months or you don't pay. So when you say guaranteed, what does that actually mean in practice?
Yeah, Rick, for 20 years, we've helped companies achieve real, measurable business outcomes. Results you can see in performance, in execution, and yes, in the financials. We work directly with business teams shoulder to shoulder to put the SAP they already own to full use. We help them understand it, use it properly, and then turn the data into insights that ultimately allows execution in the most productive way possible. So when we say guaranteed, we mean it literally. If we don't deliver an 8x return on your investment within 12 months, you don't pay. We're accountable for results, not effort, not activities, not hours. And this isn't simply a marketing line. This is real money tied to real outcomes.
So 8x, Martin, it's a big number. So why 8x, and why should an executive really believe that's realistic?
I know, Rick, it is a big number. 8 times your investment, or said differently, 800% return, naturally raises eyebrows. And it should. But we know what's possible inside SAP-run organizations because we've seen it repeatedly for 2 decades. When you unlock the value trapped inside the processes and the data and the technology, 8x isn't theoretical, it's achievable. And we're willing to guarantee it. The value already exists inside the organization. It's just stuck. And it's our job to release it.
So Martin, how quickly do clients start seeing the results?
Very quickly, as a matter of fact. Our approach is iterative and momentum building. So in the first few weeks, we identify where the biggest constraints are, build a clear roadmap, and set the priorities. We stand up a governance model right away to provide bi-weekly updates to the executive team. And as the momentum builds, so does the confidence. Early wins builds confidence in the teams, trust in the system, critical thinking, and the decisions guiding the business. Most clients start seeing business impact within 2 to 3 months.
So help me understand, how do you get these returns without new software or huge multi-year programs?
Yeah, Rick, the reality is 9 out of 10 SAP-run businesses feel they never achieve the benefits they expected from their SAP investment. And in our experience, most use less than 35% of the SAP capability they already own. That's like investing millions in a piece of equipment and only using a third of its capacity. The issue isn't a lack of software, it's a lack of business maturity. And business maturity is the ability for a business to use the technology to drive their business outcomes forward. And a low business maturity leads to executional drift over time. Workarounds, spreadsheets, customizations, data decay, and a lot of we've always done it that way. So we come in and take on the complexity. We assess the SAP design and utilization, the data integrity, and the process efficiency. Then we work with the business to realign the way they operate with how SAP is designed to run. And together we put SAP to work to drive for results.
So I don't know of other firms that put their fees at risk like this. So Martin, why are you willing to do that?
Because what executives want, actually, as a matter of fact, what they need is predictable business performance, increased profitability, releasing working capital, better service levels, higher productivity, reduced waste, increased revenue, and of course, market share. That's what we deliver every day using the SAP technology they already own. While others sell additional software or billable hours, we focus purely on business outcomes. And since our inception, we've released over $1 billion in working capital. We've helped companies improve service levels by more than 30%, productivity increases by more than 20%, and increased inventory turns by double digits year on year. So when we say we're willing to put our fees at risk, it's because we know we can deliver. It shifts the conversation from, is this investment worth it, to why would we not do it?
So Martin, it's an exclusive offer. Who's the right fit for this and who's not?
Yes, Rick, we exclusively work with SAP-only run businesses. All versions of SAP, it doesn't really matter. And because we put our reputation and our fees on the line, we only take on a handful of committed clients each year. This offer is for executives who want tangible results quickly and who are committed to leading their organization through meaningful change. So the best fit? Companies with fast-moving or complex supply chains and operations. Leaders who can make decisions, hold the line, and want outcomes without the buzzwords and mainstream hype. It's not for organizations looking for minor tweaks here and there or teams unwilling to change the way they operate. Okay, Rick, I have a question for you. You've been on the other side of the table. If someone brought this offer to you as an executive, how would it land?
Well, having sat in that chair for many years, what would hit me right away is the level of accountability you're putting on the table. Most firms talk about deliverables, not outcomes, and you're tying your compensation directly to an 8x outcome. That changes the entire dynamic. It takes the downside risk off the executive and signals a level of confidence and operational maturity you don't often see in this space. And honestly, it shifts the conversation. It's no longer about board-level approvals, multi-year programs, or thousands of man-hours. It becomes a much simpler question. When do we start? And from an executive's perspective, that's compelling.
Absolutely, Rick. Thank you. At the end of the day, business leaders don't need more dashboards, more analysis, or long transformations. They need results they can rely on, results that strengthen confidence in their teams and in the systems they've already invested in. That's why this offer is designed to make SAP deliver the way it was meant to, with zero downside and shared accountability.
Well, and from my perspective, that's exactly the kind of commitment executives are looking for. Martin, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, Rick. Thanks for being here.